So when it comes to weapon, you have after skill key damage, that's what you want. Attack bonus magic would be also really good if you have it starred. Hull blow damage is optional, not important, but it really helps with your damage. 20% damage is really good. Saturation accumulation or poison accumulation if you're like struggling with either of those. So the second weapon doesn't matter what you have as long as you're like getting the stacks for your Susano. That's about it. And yeah, here the build works in a way that cleansing prayer, you want to get the maximum stacks with all before the fight. When you get the maximum stacks, then you get 30% more damage multiplier on melee damage, and then you want to stack Susano with your skills. Versatility, that way you get 60% more damage, and then you just have insane damage basically. That's about it. You're maxing Constitution skill magic on your stats. Here poison accumulation, because some enemies are a bit harder to poison, so if you're struggling with that I recommend this set, but it doesn't matter whatever you feel like based on your playstyle you can choose. Most important would be damage and key damage here on the stats on the gear. The rest of the stats don't matter that much. Also preferable would be attack with damage and key damage stats. Those are the important ones. That's what you want. Of course, if they're starred, that would be awesome. I like to take elemental damage taken, reduced while guarding, so I can not die to fireballs or something like that. When it comes to accessories, melee damage versus saturation and zero key enemy on both of them if you can. If you cannot get it, you can just go with poisoned damage versus poisoned enemies, which is basically the same thing. But main important thing is to have starred damage versus zero key enemy. Also slot, very good with your familiars that you can use. And I like to have faster key recovery so I can have that instead of barrier, yeah? But you can also use, like, depends on what you get. Like, this one is also really good, purified enemies. Slot ninjutsu. And again, poison accumulation on the top. But yeah, you can put also saturation accumulation. It depends on what you want, really. Here I'm just doing lucky drops because I'm still farming some certain things for this set. But you can get something more interesting, like, I don't know, purification saturation, poison purification saturation, accumulation. That's really gonna help you out. Go elixir, you can go one touchstone on biomagic. Really, whatever you feel like you can increase your. It will just be easier, a bit easier for you to debuff the enemies, but it won't be like something. It's not something insane, so I prefer to have these so I can hopefully drop something better while I am fighting the enemies. But yeah, when it comes to scroll, I have switched glaive here because I don't have it on my weapon. If you have it on your weapon, you don't really need that. Instead of like final blow, you can have that, and then here you can have some better stats on it. Key damage, recovery, key recovery, just stuff that helps you. Ruthless, really important, increases your damage by a lot. But yeah, ultimate skill, so I do my fluxes easier, get my buffs on switching stances. That's about it. When it comes to items, weakness obviously, so you can reduce enemy's armor, do more damage, barrier. It's just really good because it reapplies your cleansing prayer. Like, it just rebuffs you so it doesn't expire. And just really important for this build, I would say. Also helps against certain enemies not to get damaged and stuff like that. Quick change always to save your life, so you can have another go, but dying will reduce remove your stack, so you gotta be careful. Water familiar, obviously for situation, you can use other familiars, but this build depends on poison and water debuffs, so this is really the only familiar you can use basically. Purification talisman, you can go with poison I guess if you want, but I would prefer purification here. Here for more damage. Yeah, depends, like if you're fighting like floors of the underworld, like 25-30, you get once hit, you're just gonna die, so you can just go gamble and just go crazy with it. Levitation, like it just is like situational. If you're fighting some boss, you can just change this to whatever you feel like. Also lightning stop. Like if you're fighting lightning boss, it will really be helpful. Stuff like that. And of course, this is really important, the beetle powder. So you can apply poison to your enemies. Really, really important. And yeah, as long as they stand in the cloud, you will poison them. Running, this is just like running scroll. It's helpful just moving around, dodging. It's really good. Extraction, very important. It can even proc, for example, here you're attacking enemy, he drops Amrita, so you get Amrita, and that way you proc this, you get faster key, you get rebuffed, really good. Here, increased anima, gain, obviously really good, you can spam your soul cores, stuff like that. When it comes to soul cores, here your main spirit should be whole, and because you get a melee damage purified, nervous yokai reduced, and purification combination, that's about it. Anima, but mostly those things. Here when you, let's just see, so you go Namahage because he gives you melee damage versus your key, 8% more damage. Here you get 16 saturated enemies, melee damage, and here you get poison damage, 22%. Obviously here attunement cost would be really good, so you can put all these, one of them should have attunement cost reduction, and then however you feel like stats on the bottom. As you can see, I'm just having some random stuff like life, necessary, and the boss enemy confused is really good. But you can just change these into whatever you feel like. It's really flexible. The stats can increase your damage if you have like versus melee or something like that on the bottom. It doesn't matter at all. But on the second second spirit, you want to use the all, so you can put these spirits on the ground. Obviously you don't want to hit it, you don't use it for fighting. You put this on the ground before the fight starts and get 3 stacks on your cleansing prayer. Here, this one, at a rigger, I really like it. It's good against when you're surrounded by enemies. It can help you put debuffs on the boss if the boss can't be affected by one of the elements, and you get confusion on them. Epon obviously just for stun. It's also kind of cheap using it, stuff like that. But yeah, also use it as secondary because you get high attack damage, but you can use other things whatever you prefer. As you can see, I have this one on Baku as well. The same setup. You can just choose whatever you like of the secondary stats. It doesn't matter what your second spirit is, unless we're talking about passive skill here, high attack damage. As it's usually to facilitate your secondary spirits, stuff like that. But yeah, when it comes to the clan, when it comes to clan, you want to go Takenaka or you can go Honda. It just depends on your playstyle, really. You can, if you want more damage, this is the best one. Takenaka, 8% melee damage. On your skills, you can like choose what you like. Like the most important for me is Cyclone, increase damage on it, but lose the HP as you're damaging the enemy. You can go Arc of Chaos as well. You could put what was it? The one that you get 10% more damage. Yeah, this one. But you will not be able to keep balls. You can use these things like on your skills as you feel like, really. But I prefer to have more ki rather than to get any of those stats that will change my skill for whatever reason, right? Because like damage, I get more damage, but I use 10% more ki on the skill. I just prefer, or 40. It depends, like this one, Arclight. Water elements. It depends, really. But if you feel like using one of those, you're okay with the ki. Problem with this build is like you have low heart, low courage, so your ki curve is not so high. So you have to be a bit conservative when it comes to ki. So that's the main reason why I do it like this, but you can do it differently, like I said. Depends on what you wanna do with it. And how confident you are like at what you're doing and stuff like that. 10% more damage on this. Or you can swap these. Make Cyclone. Unable to keep pulse on this one, like that. It just depends, really. But yeah, I really like it with more ki. I wanted to quickly say this one clip where I died. I still remember it, like it was so funny. So I saw the boss doing the fucking charge attack, whatever this is, burst, right? And my brain is like, oh yeah, you wanna do that? I can do that too. And then I just fucking died, right? Because you get stun lock, you can't move while the animation is going. It's just so bad. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. You're helping me out on the channel and you're motivating me to keep doing this, so, and it's free. Anyways, see you next time.